My name is Cameron Brown. I'm the Communications Officer for the Hunny Pot Cannabis Co., and I'm involved in the communications of all aspects of the business. A quick overview of the Hunny Pot. We are an Ontario-approved licensed retailer for the Ontario government, and we're approved to sell dried flower, pre-rolls, capsules, and oils, as well as cannabis accessories. Some of the biggest challenges that the Hunny Pot's had to face is being one of the first stores open in Ontario and leading the way, making sure that every decision that we make on a daily basis and a weekly basis is the right decision, not only for the Hunny Pot, but for the industry itself. We continue to grow and evolve, working on our efficiencies and working on the next steps to make sure, first off, that we're retailing responsibly, but also continuing to make sure that the customer experience is the best it can possibly be when you come into our store. We came into what is a very new industry for Canada and a very new industry for Ontario. Having done research down in California as well as down in Denver, very cash heavy businesses because of the restrictions that they have down there. We came into it expecting a significant amount of cash purchases, not just because of the way that this business has always operated and is currently operating in North America, but also just from a privacy perspective. As we were continuing to grow and get away from the stigma that followed this industry, we figured a lot of people would be worried about, what name would show up on their credit cards, gain onto planes, and a lot of those factors as well. Reaching out to Merrco from the beginning, we knew was going to be a big factor, and the ease of using credit and debit was going to be a major factor in our store. From an efficiency standpoint, from a processing standpoint, but just for the customer service aspect as well. We needed a system that was going to work for us to get the customer, get their package ready to go and get them out the door. When the Hunny Pot decided to go with Merrco, there was a lot of questions that had to be answered. Who was going to be a long-term strategic partner for us and who was going to be supportive of us in the cannabis industry. And Merrco came to the top, the customer service from the beginning, answering questions, getting back to us, helping us navigate through such a new industry in such a short amount of time to get the store open for April 1st. They were there with every question, with every answer, and making sure that they were going to support us all the way through. That was just to start off, and then knowing that this was going to be a company that we wanted to work with long term to create that partnership and to be able to grow with as well. That was a major factor for us. We had Merrco staff on site, ready to go, ready to activate those machines the second they were able to, so that we could process that first transaction. We had a lot of media, we had a lot of customers, we had people lined up for over 24 hours out front of the store, and the Merrco team was on site all week leading up to make sure that everything was in place and connected to our POS system, as well as making sure that morning that everything ran smoothly and stuck around afterwards to make sure that there was no issues with the terminals after as well. With any new industry or new business, you're going to have issues. We run 5 different caches on 2 different floors at a very fast-paced industry. We've run into small jumps and hurdles along the way, but the customer service staff and our account representative is always, I feel like his phone must be in his hand at all times. So he has always been ready to answer our questions at a moment's notice whenever we need to process through something quickly. The after hours customer service line has been fantastic in answering our questions quickly and efficiently to make sure that we're always up and running and taking payments. Why would I recommend Merrco? Have a call with one of their account reps, call their customer service line. If you're feeling like you're on the fence for whatever reason, just deal with the people involved in the business and they'll put you at ease fairly quickly. Dealing with everyone in the company has always put us at ease, always made sure that our business was running smoothly. And I think as soon as you start talking with people that actually care, that aren't just sitting there and have gone through where you're just another business account to them, you'll realize right away who you should be going with.